The third Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game, he talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Vols ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3. Hard line. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give on the inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a gap. It's Hill. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Keelan Russell makes the grab. It's Edwards. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Russell from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. To the air, it's Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he just chucks it into the fourth row. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, David.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert third and long to keep it going. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Rides to the back, fighting off the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great Vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for room, it's Gordon. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
The Vols are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Vols!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Russell. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Going with the counter play here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Takes a handoff. It's Bishop. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Steps away. On the run, deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Tide ready to roll on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
It'll be 3rd and long. Keelan Russell. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Russell on play action. Fires to the wideout. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Alabama quickly back to the line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to...
Snags it, and there's running room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They go play action with Russell. Stepping to the right. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He wants to change this route. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off play action. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline.
Here's a little room there. Nice pickup on that one. Makes up for some of the lost yardage, but they are still facing a third down here late in the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Might as well stick with him. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Memphis taking on the number 22 team, the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Tigers with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that's now 5 straight victories. They've really been clicking on all cylinders at this point of the season. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. There he goes. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space. It's Bishop. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Bishop. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
And the Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. So this 2nd half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He might want another play. Throwing Russell. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. They're dealing with a second and long. Russell. Looking down the middle. Got a man. It's Rodgers. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Black 14, Black 14.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half. And this offense just has really, really struggled. Underperformed. You know you're a better team. But this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Caught into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer to a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Dodson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
How about the aggressive play calling? We love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him, you could tell, completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. Fires quickly. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Handoff to the lone back.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
Black 18! Black 18! Zone!
Quarterback making adjustments. Keelan Russell. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
30. Move.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Come on, flow, flow, flow. Blue 40, Wilkes. Blue 40, Wilkes.
Russell from the gun on third down. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic. Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. Russell. Complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Keelan Russell. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Bishop. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Alabama calls it 2nd timeout of the half. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion. The
Volunteers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Field this one in tight quarters. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. run it again. Got enough for the first. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, running back on the move. Maybe a crease. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Well, that's just a foolish penalty. You can't lose track of the play clock that close to the goal line, but still 1st and goal. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide, and the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.